There we
That's the
go.
first thing. That's the first thing that happened on the stream is you coughing. Great, thank you.
Oh, awesome presents must be crust.
All right, so thank you.
It
Welcome everyone. We're gonna play some Star Wars: Edge of the Empire tonight. So, those of you who are online, if you want to introduce yourself,
I am Q3T3, Human Cyborg Relations.
I'm Captain Snatch, a hairless Wookiee bent on non-global domination.
not non-global domination.
I wonder, like, do people from other planets call their own planet the globe?
Probably.
Yeah, it's my home globe.
I mean, just in their
As long as
language,
it's a globe.
which probably sounds something like.
Domination.
Krusk.
I am Captain Snatch's lizard sidekick.
All right. I am Kai. I am our game master for tonight. I was trying to think of a good title for that for Star Wars. And the best one I came up with is I am the Senate.
Oh.
I like that, Frank. Have you seen the Frank Oz meme?
No.
So, Yoda, I don't know if it's Puppet Yoda or if it's, prequel trilogy Yoda. I think it's prequel trilogy, but I'm not sure. The credits is Frank Oz for the person playing Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's picture one. Is Palpatine's I must be Frank when he's talking to Anakin. And then the third one is him saying, I am the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fourth picture is Yoda is the Senate.
Nice. Oh goodness. Okay, so if we can get our force roll out of the way, everybody give me one white die, please.
Oh.
Hey, I balanced it out.
Okay, what was that? Was that
Perfectly balanced.
we got two black, we got two white.
As all things should be.
I should. Yeah, that's very appropriate. That's good. Okay.
Yeah, since we're all Disney now,
all right.
we might encounter Thanos.
We might.
Oh man.
You know what? You just give me ideas, and
Hey, we.
Okay, now we just.
I don't know if
Now
you
we
don't
just need.
expect me to act on these ideas, or I don't know how well you know me.
Now we just need Disney to acquire Lord of the Rings.
Right?
And Mattel.
And then
So we
we-
can use
and
Ninja
then,
Turtles.
Oh gosh.
Anyway,
All right. So anybody who is in chat, a couple of things.
Okay, I'm listening.
Not you. First of
Oh.
all, oh gosh. First of all,
All your players, the people in chat.
you can use your techno coins, which are the channel points. You can use those to influence the game. If you can spend your points to add a blue die to the player's roll, and the blue die is an advantage, or you can use it for a black die, and a black die is a disadvantage. And so feel free to drop your techno coins into that at any point. And I also need you to kind of watch out and let me know how the stream is doing. I don't know why I'm kind of flickering.
You look good on my phone.
Oh, that's good.
yeah, you look good here. Yeah.
All right. So we're getting some drop frames, but I don't know if it's enough to really affect what we're doing. And so keep me updated on that in chat if you don't mind. But we need to explain what happened last because, well, the players know, but you don't because we didn't stream it.
And
uh,
I'll just add that the players might not know because it was
it
before
was a long
Thanksgiving.
time. Yeah, it was a long time ago. So, does anybody remember? You want me to do it?
I just subscribed.
Did you? Well, I didn't get a
Yeah, I
notice.
don't know. What? It doesn't say anything.
Oh well,
Oh, you don't have Twitch alerts on?
actually I don't. Oh goodness.
You know,
Gotta use more bandwidth, man.
I know. All
I
right.
do remember. I think I'm the wrong person to tell the story because of my connection.
Yeah.
That's probably true.
So we should say something about that. We've got a player here,
So
Krusk.
how far back do you
He's got a
want
bad connection, so I'm going to be translating for him because I'm on the phone with him.
this story to go?
Just the immediate situation. And in general, we were. I'll go ahead and do it because I have control of the characters that are right over there. So,
Okay.
boom. We have Fear and San, who is our employer in this mission and in several other missions. He is kind of an insufferable jerk, but we all love him, right? Y'all love
I
this
mean, I
guy.
never
I
took
think
him to be an insufferable jerk.
I,
um,
I started to trust him. Yeah,
yeah. Okay, so he is.
Probably a bad idea.
We
probably.
right. He is someone high up in the underground, whatever. But we don't know exactly who he's working for. His assistant is Calais, who is actually the person who employed y'all this time. Um, she she's Twi'lek and is kind of Firen's right hand woman. Y'all did the job, and y'all were going back to hook up with
Oh,
a
that's right.
friend of y'all's, or a friend of Snatch.
What was the job again?
The job was to break into an Imperial outpost and steal some. That reminds me, and steal some research.
Sewage.
Yeah, y'all were also approached by Cassian Andor, who also wanted y'all to steal the research and give it to him, as well as to give it to Fear Sand. And y'all did tell on him to Fearon, or really to Calais. But Calais,
Glazed donut.
yeah, Calais said that she would fake some information to give to Cassian. Y'all got some equipment help from Tag, who is a Wookiee black marketer who is a friend of Snatch, and he gave y'all some equipment and some connections, but he turned on you as you're giving all the equipment back and meeting back up with him, saying that he would like to turn in P3T3, I pointed the wrong way, P3T3 for the
You
bounty.
you can call me Pete if that's too hard.
Yeah. And at the same time, Korku shows up. Korku is Trandoshan that Kruska knows, and he also helped you along with his friend Slorg. He helped you on this mission, but at the very end, he is also betraying you to turn in. I can't remember. I think it was Krusk. To
I
I think
thought
it's
it was
about Johnny.
Krusk too.
yeah.
Yeah.
For the for for the money, and so we are out and ready to go. And so let's all right, so we're in the field. Tag, who is the one over here, has betrayed you for Pete, who is upside down because he learned how to use controls.
That's right.
And Korku has appeared on this end. And so that's where we'll start.
So I would like to look knowingly at uh, indicating the whole Bottle Tag situation, because this is. I'd like to indicate. I like just give you a look to say we have a bigger problem. Like you need to get your friend on board. Behind Oceans.
Yeah. So maybe thinking that I can leverage Bottle Tag more easily than we can leverage.
Yeah,
What's your friend's name again?
Korku.
Your ex-friend.
Yeah.
I just want to say, last session ended, and I was saying, well, how much am I worth?
Oh yeah, that's right. That was the last thing
To
that was
Bottle
said.
Tag.
Look at that.
There we go. Now we got the,
Oh, look
the
at that.
subscription.
Oh, look at that guy. Subscribing 6 months in a row.
Wow, that should be like
Thank you.
12 blue dice.
All right, so we're in this. Okay, are we just on a side? Are we not worrying about our Chiss counterpart? Has he disappeared? Or we? How's that factoring in?
Wait, who?
Our Rave,
No. Yeah,
his character.
He's not here.
Okay, so
He disappeared in thin air through the magic.
he just evaporated.
Through the magic of
For the magic of other responsibilities.
Right, exactly. Yes.
All right. So, I guess I want to. I also look back at. Well, do they respond to what Pete said? I guess since that was the last thing that was said about how much am I worth, or is it just kind of like guns pointing at us because nobody else is saying anything? We're all just like
Krusk, because I'm not Krusk. What's his name?
Bottle Tag.
No, Korku.
Korku
is coming forward with his friends behind him.
So there's 5 of them.
There's 5 of them that you're seeing.
Oh dang!
That's a lot of dudes.
That is a lot of dudes, and he says, "You are not worth much. Your friend is worth more. Hand him over. Look, you can keep the droid. I don't know that monstrosity of a Wookiee can go his own way."
He's talking about Krusk. He's looking at Krusk when he says that.
No, he's looking at Snatchy that you can go your own way.
Oh, he says I can go. He's saying I can go my own way.
Yeah.
Okay, see you later.
It was.
It's not back.
Bottle Tag is the one who wanted me, right?
Right.
I mean, I guess they could both know about the bounty, but
right. No, Korku is saying that you're not worth enough to bother with.
So I'm gonna say to Korku, but how much is not enough?
All offended.
All right. So as you say that, another familiar Trandoshan appears, and we'll mark him. We'll mark him in blue. And this is Slorg.
Oh,
The what?
He's the kid.
Right. Yes. And you'll remember you had a conversation with him that you were on a mission with his father.
Right.
And he actually has his gun pointed at Korku. And he said, and he's saying, I told you not to do this. You have fought alongside of him. It's dishonorable. And at that time, Brottletech kind of leans in and goes, "It's about 2,000 credits."
Oh, thank you. So I'm gonna turn around to Bottle Tag and ask him. So are we gonna wait for them to finish their thing, or are we gonna try to go at the same time?
uh, Battle Tag is kind of waving his gun around like to different people now.
I'm gonna speak up and I'm gonna say throttle tag, throttle tag, throttle tag. How far do we go back, my friend?
I thought I thought you were just gonna keep saying bottle tag, and your voice going higher and higher each time. Bottle tag.
Throttle tag. What's going on, man?
Except
how much?
it's in Wookiee, so it's arr, 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 arr.
Oh man.
Somebody offered you 2,000 credits. Why didn't you tell me? That's
Wait.
not that much.
I'm gonna look over the snatch and say, well, he just did.
Yeah, I mean, Pete.
But I do speak in basic when I'm speaking to Wookiees.
Uh-oh.
I just want to make it clear that I'm not speaking Wookiee.
Okay.
Wookiee.
Bottle Tag's like, look, man, times are tough. The Empire's all over this place. He's just a droid. You literally found him in the trash.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be like, look, we need to keep moving. So, I mean, are you with these guys right here, or
What
are you
these
just
guys-
it's just a happy circumstance?
And Korku is like, no, he's not with us. Hand over Krusk and we'll be on our way. Bottle Tag's like, oh, you wait your turn. We're dealing with me first.
And I'm gonna say,
and then Slork goes, everybody just back off. I don't care what kind of empire's going on here. If we don't have our honor, we have nothing. I don't know if he says that.
Well spoken.
Ah,
Well, yeah. I
Yeah,
sort of like I lower my rifle a little bit, and
I'm gonna.
it's out like in a peaceful gesture towards. I'm like, man, we've been through so much, and this is not going to get you in good with the rest of our old crew. You know, this is going to cause you a lot of
problems.
Sorry.
No, I just was finishing your sentence because I can hear you. So yeah, and I'm nodding in agreement. Like I'm looking really concerned, but I'm also like not looking. My weapon isn't pointing at anybody yet. I'm still kind of, I'm obviously not the one that's being, I'm not, up for bounty, I guess, so to speak. So I'm not, I'm kind of just like nodding and listening, and honestly, I want to drag this out. I want people to get uncomfortable, because they're the ones with the guns pointed at our face and being weird. So
I for one am very uncomfortable.
But
I'm gonna look at Korku and say, well, how much is he worth?
Pipe down, droid. What's wrong with you?
And then I'm gonna say, don't talk to my droid like that.
And I'm gonna say,
Hey, that's my droid,
like
Bottle
that?
Tag says.
and then I'm gonna point to Bottle Tag. I'm gonna point to Bottle Tag and say, don't talk to his droid like that either.
So Korku,
What are they doing?
Korku's going to say, "This is how it's going to be." And Bottle Tag says, I'm still unclear about what's going to happen." What are you talking about? It's like he says, so whose side are you on?
So while they're talking,
And
I'm going to be
Slorg is coming over to kind of stand with y'all.
I'm gonna move to here.
Hey, what are you doing? Where are you going?
And I'm just gonna move there, and I'm gonna say to what's his name, Korku. Well, if you shoot at him, you're gonna owe Brattle Tag 2,000 credits.
how much is a droid worth? That's not special. Like, how much is a protocol droid worth? Like, Is this a bounty for just a regular protocol droid, or is there something that? Because I don't know of Pete being anything more than just like a regular. So like, why would you have a bounty on a droid that, like, as far as I know, he's a good droid. I mean, he's a very trusty droid. We've obviously been through a lot together in our side quests, and I
Yeah.
don't, I have sentimental value for him. But like, the other part of me is like, well, I'm
know-
not gonna die for a droid.
I
you know,
actually really
necessarily.
should up the bounty because to buy an to buy a protocol droid is 8,000. So we probably should say you're worth 10.
So like a brand new protocol droid would be
Well,
8,000,
then,
Yeah,
or like an aftermarket.
that'd be new.
So he's
I
definitely
think-
aftermarket.
I think that
He's way
even
aftermarket.
with even with the protocol droid being worth more, I think it's not unreasonable for the bounty to be less than buying a regular droid.
Yeah.
Just because bounty hunters wouldn't necessarily be like, well, then why don't you just buy a regular one?
That's true. Okay, fine. I'll lower it again.
I'm struck. Can't hear me.
We can hear you.
I like 2,000.
All right.
In-
2,000.
Whoa! Throttle tag just vanished.
What
What happened to
Throttle
Bottle Tag?
That's some really high sneak.
Did y'all move Throttle Tag?
I can't.
I can't touch him.
What the heck?
I don't have permissions for him. I don't think.
Here, well,
We can look for him.
Here, I'll put him back. I'll just put it. If we
I was
end
gonna say,
up
he's
with
probably not
multiple
under me.
throttle tags, then that's fine.
Then they'll have to fight each other to get me.
All right. So what's the move?
Well, there's a pretty high bounty on Pete, but it's not much more than he's actually worth.
It's less than I'm worth.
It's-
Right.
I don't know how much you'd get in the market.
Okay.
but we don't want to, but you're not going to steal our stuff.
You
That's
do have
it.
that.
To
You
be
do have
fair-
that fancy arm, though.
I was gonna say, to be fair, my arm is probably worth more than my bounty.
That's probably true.
What's on your arm again? I forgot.
Toilet
It's
paper.
just yeah. My dominant hand adds +1 agility when it is in use
Okay, hold on one
to
second.
do an
I gotta-
action.
I gotta yell at my kids. Hold on.
Please mute yourself. We are streaming.
Yeah.
The world does not need to know what you say to your kids.
I'm gonna start, pulling out some toilet paper rolls and like unrolling them a little bit so they have streamers.
I imagine you do like in like a cowboy western type of a way, just getting that look in your eye, just glaring at them as you're unrolling it,
Slowly unwinding a roll of toilet paper.
trying to intimidate them.
Alright.
Yeah, that's pretty
Next
much exactly what's happening.
Say what?
I'm gonna step up next to Slorg.
Slorg.
Yeah. And I'm gonna sort of take like a more aggressive stance again, and I think I'm gonna look at Korku, and I'm gonna say this isn't gonna go well. If I can, I'd like to make it if that's okay.
Intimidation check on
Okay.
Korku.
On
All
I
right.
was guessing that said
If-
Korku.
Yeah, Korku.
All right.
Am I still muted?
What is no?
Okay.
Would that be coercion?
Well, no, he's
yes,
or coercion,
yes.
intimidation, similar, I guess. Are they the same
Yeah.
role?
But I said intimidation because I have a downgrade on that because of my talent.
Oh, okay. So what would your role be then?
Let's see, dice roll.
Just
Wow, I'm not getting any of that. Interpreter.
yellow, green.
1 yellow and 2 green.
Okay.
With a
I don't
downgrade.
see it in. I don't
The
see it in the
downgrade?
dice
Why is there
roll.
a downgrade?
I take a downgrade on the
Oh, take a downgrade in the difficulty because of your talent. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, is he rolling actual dice?
Did you use the dice roller?
I can. Do you want me to?
Yeah, you're going to, but let me see here. Um,
Nice.
it was going to be against 4 purple.
Okay. Is that the difficulty?
Yeah, 4
The
purple.
current.
Okay. Two threats.
Yeah. So what do you say? Should have asked you that first before you rolled.
Well, that was what I was trying to say, but I think I was saying that I sort of grabbed my rifle and I was looking at him and I was saying, this isn't going to go well for you, man.
Oh, yeah, you did say that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So
Wait, I'm gonna add to his roll.
you can't add to the roll after it's been rolled.
Oh, he already rolled it.
Yeah.
Oh, he already rolled it.
Yeah.
I'll do that
Oh,
before.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I have 2 threats to play with.
I wanna start playing some you know how you mentioned the country western standoff. Can we get some country western standoff music? That's right.
All right. Well,
You know, our local soundbox has decided he has an appropriate. Maybe I could play it.
you gotta get me copyright claimed on every single one of these videos, aren't you?
Yes.
There's no way that's not public domain.
What? It was done in like the what was it, 60s? Of course, it's
Oh,
not.
I can't
public.
play it because it's gonna come through my headphones.
Please don't. All right. So
Yeah,
for the threat,
I'm gonna hear it,
For
but
the
none of
threat.
y'all are.
one of the Trandoshans gets a little nervous, and he draws.
Which one?
It was that one.
Okay, I'm gonna
And
walk
so,
around.
If
And I'm walking around behind.
everybody put your icon back
Oh my gosh.
and roll cool.
What's my cool? Where's my cool again? Hold on, I know this. I'm a veteran player. This is only the 50th hour I've played this game.
Alright.
Shoot, why is my cool so bad?
It's because you're not playing the country western music.
Sorry. Oh.
I am hearing it on my side because I started playing it in my headphones.
We all did come.
Yep. Well, advantages don't count as a success, right?
Yeah, I count.
But as in a
In-
cool roll, it does.
Well,
it
in
does.
initiative, yes, I do.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
know that that's actually right, but I think it should be. Oh gosh, okay. All right. Did Pete roll?
Yes.
I can't see it. What
3 success, 1 advantage.
Okay. All right. So, initiative order. Bottle tag is first. Then one of the
Oh, boy.
Trandoshans. And then 2 heroes. Then 2 Trandoshans. Then another hero. And then Slorg, unfortunately, just got 2. And so, Bottle tag is going to charge forward and fire.
Babe,
What's that? Did somebody say something?
Nope, nothing.
That wasn't directed at you.
where did that come through? Because my mic is muted.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Or maybe it came through me and I just said it.
Is your oh. Okay, all right. So he hits the southmost Trandoshan.
Wait, who's shooting first?
Throttle tag.
Bottle tag shot first.
So Bottle Tag is on. Which one is Bottle Tag?
The Wookiee.
He's the one.
That's your.
He's the
I
one
know.
who's trying to take my
Okay, he's
bounty.
right there. Okay. So he shoots on the southmost Trandoshan.
Right.
Yeah, down here, presumably.
Okay.
All right, and hits him pretty good. That one is firing right back at him. Oh crap!
I'm sorry.
Oh wow.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
No.
Just yeah, he rolled a he rolled a triumph.
Wait, that's Corku's friend rolled a triumph.
Yeah. And so
Oh, boy.
Bottle Tag is knocked out.
But that dude is also kind of out of it.
He's pretty hurt. He's not feeling well. So okay, so 2 heroes go now.
Okay, I wanna
y'all can
say-
pick whatever order.
You said Bottle Tag ran forward. Can you move him?
Yeah, he went here, and
Okay.
then he.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about the bounty on Pete.
Do we have any of the demolition explosives left over from?
From the mission.
From the Dreadnought. Yeah.
I know y'all took some, and y'all didn't actually use them. But you also said you didn't pick them up. Now I'm okay.
Yeah,
with,
we
with
left in a hurry.
Yeah,
So.
I'm okay with assuming that you snagged them on the way if you give me a light side for it.
I would say because Krusk asked for it, then it's up to him, and we shouldn't give input.
Yeah, you can use a light side dive.
Like that was input.
Okay. Yeah. I'll use one.
All right, cool. All right, so you have the explosives.
Yeah. So, but we still haven't decided. Just
No, we do know the order. Oh, well, we don't.
no, we don't. It's 2.
So 2
Heroes.
heroes can go.
Yeah.
I want to go. I think to make things simpler, that even though we're allowed to go in whatever order we want, that we should just go with dice order.
I'm fine with that. But I also think that it might be good if you go first and we run away, because they're not after you.
Anyway,
I mean,
No.
so my plan was to jump down behind Bottle Tag and use him as cover.
Okay. Nice. Yeah.
do you have a
And-
blaster or anything?
And see if I can take Bottle Tag's blaster. Would I be able to do that in the same turn?
Yeah, absolutely. Drawing a weapon
Okay.
is just kind of a minor action. I don't think that's what they call it, but you know what I mean. It's a minor action. So yeah, if you want to, try to snag it from his hand, or like if you
So like
if you can't quite get it out of his hand, but you like lift up his hand and pull the trigger.
yeah. So like
That'd be cool.
move, duck, grab gun, shoot. Can I do that in one turn?
Yeah. I'm gonna give you
Oh, that's-
disadvantage on the shot.
Can I give him a dice?
Sure.
Oh
Yeah.
man, this is
All
gonna
right.
be
Let me
great.
see, let me see if
So-
I can do that. How do I do that again? Got a bit?
Well, you have
You
two.
have to give him
you have two
encouraging
to just
words.
burn because of the subscription. So if you just want to tell me you want to use one of those two, then that's fine.
Oh.
But otherwise, and anybody who is in chat, if you go to the Techno Coins to the bottom left of the chat, you're going to see a black die and a blue die. Blue dies are for advantage. Black dies are for disadvantage.
I don't see this.
So I am going to specify that I'm using, my special arm, which I think will give me one more green.
Oh, I see.
Yes,
I
it
see.
will.
Let me
Yes, it
check.
will.
Is that? Yeah, that is agility.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay, so what is your
I see it.
ranged light?
Normally it's a yellow, but I'm gonna get one yellow and one green.
Perfect. Okay, so one yellow, one green. It's against two purples. And which one are you shooting at?
And I'm
The
giving him a blue
closest
die.
one, which looks like Korku.
I'm giving him a blue dice. Can I do that?
This one is Korku. Yeah, and so
this is Korku.
it's going to be one green, one yellow, one blue, two purple, one black.
So I have to give him the blue there right now.
You already did.
You did.
Well, I haven't pushed it yet.
But you have two because of the subscription that you're just using.
Oh, okay. So I'm giving him one of those.
Try to
Perfect.
keep
All right.
up with the game.
I'm sorry. I'm just excited about the meta game here.
With the toilet paper and the blaster, they're gonna have the same accuracy at this distance. Because
yeah.
and by accuracy, I mean purple dice.
But the toilet
Yes.
paper isn't going to hurt him.
Yeah.
That's not important. Okay. Then if they're gonna, if my aim is the same, then I will go ahead with the, grab the blaster and shoot.
Okay.
And I'll say something, because I always have to say something. So,
That's what you
I
say.
know. I'm gonna say in Wookiee, I can't believe you shot me, and then you shoot out of his hand.
So you're gonna like full on do the full imitation of Brattle Tag.
Of Brattle Tag's voice.
That's awesome. Yeah, perfect.
I can't believe you shot me.
Roll it.
All right, this is gonna. Can I roll a deception with that after I shoot?
Can you roll what?
A deception.
Sure.
Okay, so this is my roll to shoot, and I got 2 success and 1 advantage.
2 success, 1 advantage. All right. So this you pop him really, really nicely.
With Brattle Tag's blaster, so whatever he's using.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking up right now. And so yeah, you got him for 7 damage, which is pretty darn good. And that
Oh man, I can't believe you shot me.
Hey, you got a spammer in chat.
Yeah.
Interesting. I never seen that.
Anywho.
Yep. All right.
7 damage. And now do I roll deception against what? To make them think that Brattle Tag is conscious.
2. I don't know what's
2 purple?
Sure.
Alright. All
So,
dice have canceled out. Okay, so I failed.
mhm.
All right. So what? You have an advantage on the previous roll. Anything that you want to happen for that?
More damage? Is that allowed?
Nah.
Okay,
Maybe since you're trying to get cover, like really good cover.
I'll take that.
All right. Okay, so who's next?
Can I Go ahead. Go ahead. Well, I was gonna ask. Well, I was gonna ask, can I charge? But if I'm gonna charge, then I should probably be the last one to go in.
Yeah, because I just used that light side point for explosives.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to charge into an explosive.
I'm gonna immediately just like whip one of these demolition charges that I had strapped to my belt. I'm gonna grab it, activate it, and throw it right over. I'm aiming for right over Corku's head, right into the middle of this cluster of guys here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say cheese, nerf herders.
Okay. Yeah, do a ranged range light. Just to see how your aim is.
Let's see. One
success.
Oh, wait, you gotta roll against something. I'm trying to think. It'd be
sorry.
purple. Roll against 2 purple.
Okay. So it's gonna be one failure, 1 threat, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So I was really it's only not gonna work if you just really just blew it and then you were gonna throw it at Pete.
Sure. Okay.
But the threat is you kind of overthrew it, and so we're gonna kind of knock over these 3 in the back, but Korku and the other wounded guy are still fine.
Gotcha.
So they scooted up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put that. I'm gonna put these guys are sleepy.
It was like it acted like a stun grenade, so it didn't actually do any
Yeah, you
damage,
overthrew
stun.
them, and then it like threw them forward into the ground, and they're really dizzy, but but those 2 in the front are fine. And so, with that, it is Korku's turn.
He goes before me, or 2 heroes first, and then
2 heroes,
Korku.
yeah. And he's going to say, Slorg, what are you doing? I brought you up in this game. Why do you betray me? And then he's going to fire at Krusk. Oh, and he misses. It's just a failure. It's no advantage, disadvantage. All right. And we are back to the heroes.
So me again. So I go now.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna charge at Korku.
Okay.
I can get to him, right?
Sure.
All right. And I'm going to try to tear his arms off.
What's wrong with you? What? I don't understand what's wrong with you.
I'm a Wookiee. We're known to do that.
All right.
No, he's going to put him in a very family-friendly arm lock that totally disables his arms once he walks away.
Oh gosh, give me your brawl.
2 green, 1 yellow versus what?
2 purple.
2 green. Oops. 2 green, 1 yellow, and I'm gonna add a blue to that one. My other blue.
Okay.
2 green, 1 yellow, and against 2 purple. All right. I got 3 advantage, so I didn't do it.
Yeah. What do you want your advantage to be?
I was able to grab him. I tried to pull his arms off, but they're really stuck on good. But I was able to dislocate them
No,
instead.
well, no, you can't.
Or is that pretty much the same
Yeah,
thing?
no, you failed the attack, so you
Can I
can't.
give a suggestion?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like when he went for his arm, he knocked the gun out of his hand instead.
Oh.
For 3 advantage, I would take that. Yeah.
Okay, so I run up to do it, and he's more ready than I thought, but I was able to, like, whap, like, put my arms between his arms and slap his gun out of his hand, and so now I'm just kind of standing between them.
Right. All right. So, Slord comes forward, and he says something about, no, it's you who betrayed us, and also you smell funny, and fires, and that hits, but with disadvantage, and so that smacks Korku upside the head again, and he's looking bad. But goodness, what would the disadvantage be here? The disadvantage is that the other Trandoshan has found partial cover behind the tree. What do you think about that?
Okay,
I like it.
that's all right. We'll blow that up.
So Brottletag's turn. He's not doing nothing. And then it's back.
I was gonna say he wakes up and he's like, "Whoa, the bounty's right here."
I just pooed myself.
So the other
Look, you poo.
the other Trandoshan
It's all matted.
fires at Snatch.
What?
Oh, and
But if he fires at me, I've got Korku right in front of me. So does that give him disadvantage?
he doesn't need it. He missed. It's just actually a completely even, no result roll.
Okay.
Man, they're rolling terrible. This is disappointing. All right, it is it's Pete's turn.
Seeing that they were unconvinced by my pretending to be bottle type, I'm going to take my non-dominant hand and like grab his chin and like move it while he's supposed to be talking and say, "Answer me." And then because Snatch is in the way, I'm just gonna throw a roll of toilet paper instead of shooting a blaster
All right.
at Korku. At Korku.
Okay, so give me. All right, so we need a deception roll. I'm gonna give you advantage for the movement of the mouth.
Wait, so you're grabbing his mouth like a puppet?
So it's 2
Yeah,
purple,
like,
but give me a blue.
Literally
on
just
there.
grabbing his chin and moving it up and down.
Yeah.
I feel like if this was Mothership or Call of Cthulhu, they would take strain, like stress. You know?
So
Yeah.
I get my deception, 1 blue and 2 purple.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I'm rolling it.
Okay. So yeah, with advantage. So yeah, that they.
Oh, that's advantage, yeah. that's
Corky's
threat.
a little dazed. Oh, is that a threat? Okay.
That's not advantage, that's threat.
All right. So the threat is that this Trandoshan, you've drawn his attention, so now he believes that Brottletag is speaking, but he also sees you. So that's going to be the threat.
Okay.
But you did. Korku's like super dazed. He is not doing well. He has dropped his gun and he's watching this and he is like, "What the hell is going on?" And so he is taking strain damage from this. So
it really did just go Call of Cthulhu. He's losing sanity points.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and so so all right, throw your toilet paper. Fly Fox Pro is like, is this better than the Wizards of the Coast? And I'm like, throw your toilet paper at the bad guy.
Oh man! So the answer is obviously yes.
Obviously.
Right.
I love this version of the game. But I didn't play the Wizards of the Coast one, so I don't know if y'all have. But I adore this game.
Oh, is that the card game that you have, Pete? Is that Wizards of the Coast?
No, I think it's like the old, an earlier tabletop version of this.
Oh, okay.
Because there's been a few
Oh no.
different-
The card game that I have is totally unrelated to Wizards of the Coast. They have Magic the Gathering, but they don't ever have Star Wars cards.
Okay.
This is some other company that doesn't exist anymore. So is it still 2 purple, or is it going to be 3 because Snatch is in the way?
No, it'll be 2.
Or
But
okay.
yeah, put a black on there because he is in the way.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask that next.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of threats.
Okay, so
But I really
all right.
popped him with toilet paper.
It pops him in the head. I don't know what you like.
Can-
what
can
were you
I-
trying to accomplish with that?
I mean, I just couldn't use the blaster because Snatch was in the way.
So what does the toilet
But
paper
since
possibly
it was
like
3
lay across his
success,
eyes?
No, that would be an advantage. Does the toilet paper deal damage? Because 3 success is pretty successful.
It can deal humiliation
could.
damage.
It could, but I don't see how it gets through his soak value.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like even with 3 successes, it's like he's got armor on.
So I'd have to get like 5 success or something.
Well, it depends on the soak value. I mean,
Actually-
like if he has a decent soak value, is what I'm saying. And for anybody watching, the soak is just basically how much you can just tank without actually taking damage. Like if you get hit with something, that's how much your armor absorbs and your body can just absorb. And
In D&D, it's basically damage resistance.
But
yeah.
okay, here's the thing. This is what I'm thinking. So he's got, we all know Transidotions are kind of like oily and slimy. So the toilet
Hey,
paper.
now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They're not slimy like character-wise. It's just a biological thing. And his excretions coming off of his face, like the toilet paper is going to stick and it's just going to get stuck on his.
If
Well, that
you had rolled
sounds
an advantage, I would say that.
right.
No, you did.
But
You
I
rolled
got 4
disadvantage.
threat.
Oh, you got 4 threats.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe
So-
he needed some toilet paper.
So basically, what happened was I threw a toilet paper at him. It hit him, and then something bad is going to happen.
He actually loves to eat toilet paper, and it gives him strength.
Maybe
Oh, okay.
in
No,
the
I know.
action,
I know.
when I was throwing the toilet paper, I lost my cover. But if you know, then I'll take yours.
The sight of the toilet paper. This is the disadvantage.
Mhm.
The sight of the toilet paper suddenly kind of fills him with like that kind of adrenaline rush that something's coming in, and he catches it in midair, and he's actually going to he's going to try to use it against Snatch since he doesn't have a weapon anymore.
So he's going to use it as padding against his fist.
Man, he really is dazed.
Fleshy.
Yeah,
face.
exactly. All right. So I don't. It's Crust's turn. So
Yes.
yeah, what are you
Yep.
gonna do?
I think that I'm going to charge in at Cork while he's grappled with Snatch.
Okay.
And I am going to say I'm going to try to run up to him and attack him with my claws rather than my firearm.
All right. So it'll be melee
A blaster?
versus 2 purple.
Yes, but I do get brawl checks. I get if I deal damage to an opponent, I have a critical rating of 3 because I'm a Trandoshan.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah.
So I am going to attack him, and I'm going to say, the scorekeeper.
The scorekeeper is waiting for you, brother. That's what he
And
says.
I'm going to try to rip his throat out with my claws.
Oh, I like it.
Making a brawl check.
Yeah.
Brawl. Yeah, I
What's
meant
your-
brawl. I'm sorry. Brawl.
What's your
2
brawl?
purples.
Okay.
Do you have your brawl?
Should I give you? I'm gonna boost it. I'm gonna boost it.
Two. Okay.
So I've
You
got.
can't boost after he rolled.
you already rolled. Okay.
I just rolled 2 success.
Okay, so you did it anyway.
Yeah. What is the damage on those?
On the claws.
Yeah.
I actually don't know. I just know that I get +1 and a +3 critical. Or a critical rating of 3.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I think you pretty much killed him, but we're gonna make sure here. Oh, they might not say. Well, we'll have
Hey,
to look it
Jin.
up, but yeah, and for sure. Yeah, for sure. You successfully take out his throat,
Okay.
and Korku is dead, and he
Nice.
kind of goes limp. Or do you want to describe how he dies?
Yeah. I'm put my biggest claw into his, tear it across, and as he's sort of choking out his last breath, he looks up at me, and the consequence of what I had just said to him, that he's going to go meet our maker, he's going to go meet our god, occurs to him as he bleeds out.
Nice. Okay. All right. Let me think. Okay. So the other one decides to stay and fight. But it is Snatch's turn.
All right, so I'm like standing right in front of this guy without a throat.
Yep.
And I look over before I run off to the next guy to try to rip his arms off, and I just look over at Krusk and just do a little smile, like a quirky smile, and nod, and then I run to the next guy. So who's left? I'm looking at the.
This one.
All right, hold on. Let me zoom in. I don't know why I'm so zoomed out. It's my RTS brain. Okay. Oh, I'm running up to this guy. I'm trying to pull his arms off.
All right.
Honestly,
Give me a brawl check against 2 purples.
I know I'm original. Let's see. Brawl against 2 purples. So 2 green and yellow, and 2 purples. Right.
Oh yeah, nice.
3 success, 2 advantage.
So yeah, you just pick him up and and have your way with him, and he dies in a bloody a pile of body parts.
I stack his arms up like around him.
I don't know why you just take it a step farther every time.
Take
goodness.
the whole pot puck. Take the whole pot puck.
Okay, so what do you want to?
So these other 3 guys are unconscious still, or are they just like they ran off?
No, they're. I mean, yeah, they're pretty much dead. If you want them to be, if you want to kind of revive them and do something
Rip
with
their
them,
arms off
or you can
individually.
you can just leave them or go ahead and finish them off is fine. Slorg goes over to Krusk and just says, you fought alongside my father. You fought alongside of me. I would never betray that. Good luck to you.
My claws on his shoulder, and I say, "You've brought great honor to your family this day."
He nods kind of solemnly and Starts to walk off.
And I tear up. I've got like this tear in my eye. I'm like rubbing it. I'm like acting like my eyes are itching.
Oh gosh. All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a speaking turn, and just throw in before I say what I'm gonna say. That tag is a word that can be used when you hit someone, for low damage. Like, oh, I tagged him in like a shooter game. And I'm gonna move Brattle Tag's mouth and still speaking in Wookiee. This is what happens when you tag the tag.
Oh gosh. All right. So what are y'all gonna do with Brattle Tag?
He's just dead.
Take his gun.
No, I mean you can he's unconscious.
I'm
he
gonna
unconscious?
take his gun
Okay.
Oh yeah.
and use a roll of toilet paper as a holster.
I say his pelt looks very nice and shiny.
Oh wow. Wow.
And I'm going to say,
We're gonna
oh
we're gonna
wow,
we're gonna skip that.
I'm gonna try to revive him.
Okay. I mean,
I'm
yeah.
fully removed.
If you try to revive him, you're going to be able to because we're not in battle here, and so you can take your time with things.
So I'm just like slapping his face.
I mean,
Wait, Krusk,
you can revive
you said
him.
you're going to fully remove him? What?
I said I was gonna Corku's head for
Oh.
use to intimidate Brattle Tag when he wakes.
Oh.
When he comes to, you're looking at Brattle Tag severed.
So if we take
I'm just when I see him doing that, I can't believe I work with these two beasts.
we're very violent, unfortunately.
So are y'all? I mean, like, are y'all going to want to revive him, or you can just leave? I mean, his truck is there. You can take his truck with. I mean, he's got some crap in the back. You can. Or do you want to revive him?
Maybe we should tie him up.
I'm not really. I want to know. Actually, I do want to revive him because I want to know why he was after Pete.
But we should tie him up first.
Yeah, I'm fine with tying him up. Yeah, and pulling off his toenails.
Wow.
No. I'm gonna. When you start trying to pull off his toenails, I'm gonna slap at your hand. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like,
All right. So he's
like a
tied up.
frustrated
Well,
orangutan.
yeah, he's tied up. You've revived him. What are you gonna say?
He sees.
How
Two
much
smiling
do you want
traitors.
for this blaster? Or how much will you give for this blaster?
Take the blaster, Statch. I didn't know he was important to you. I figure you didn't know about the bounty. You just found him in the trash somewhere. I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't know about the bounty, and that's what kind of makes this awkward. So why don't you start talking? Like, what's the bounty? Where did you find it?
What's the bounty? Where'd you find it?
It's all over Facebook.
I'm gonna pull up.
I friended him on
spent too much time
Facebook,
on
and I got a message from the Empire saying,
Well, I'm gonna pull up my device, but I haven't logged in 16 years. It says.
"No, I mean, it's a public bounty. It's where you look for bounties. You can just look it up.
So I can look it up too.
Yeah,
So I look it up, and what does it say? Who's wanting this bounty?
Empire. It's
Empire.
2,000, and
10,000. You said.
2,000.
Oh,
Does it say why?
It just says, sedition
Parts
against the
and technical.
Empire. It's one of the baloney charges they drum up for everyone.
Sedition? I'm a piece of garbage.
Okay.
But you're our piece of garbage.
Yeah, we look over at him like endearingly. Okay. Well, Brottletag, what would you do with yourself if you caught me in your situation?
Snatch, we go way back. I don't think I could do anything to you. You want to?
Well, you almost made this a really bad thing.
You want the garbage droid is important to you. He's important to me too.
Well, look.
And he
How about this?
And he wants to give you a thumbs up, and he realizes, oh, I'm tied up.
I look at him and I say,
I want to try to sense motive. Is there a sense motive?
Perception?
I think we
Or
have
maybe
to
there's
do.
no such thing, and
There really isn't, but there should be.
Like
Let's do
perception,
perception. Yeah,
right?
we'll just do perception on it.
okay.
And
Because
do it
I just
against
think
two.
it'd be interesting. You know, if I fail or like despair or whatever, then I'll think he's lying when he's telling the truth.
I want to
All
look
right,
over it. That's
two
I want to look
purple.
over at Snatch and say that I think we should shave him.
I guess I believe him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you do think he's telling the truth. He feels bad about what happened.
It's like we're like the sticky bandits, like or the wet bandits from the Home Alone. Like we have to leave a calling card every time a Wookiee betrays me. I have to shave him. um, so I'm like, what? How are you going to give me value? Like, what is the point for leaving me for me to leave you alive? Because me and my friends here, we almost died, and you were a part of that. So why should we live? What can you do for me now? Like, how are you going to repay the debt that we're not going to kill you?
I'm gonna look at Snatch and hopefully before Bottle Tag responds, and actually, Captain, he was quite instrumental in our success here today.
And I'm gonna think about it for a second and like kind of like yeah he was, but not of his own volition.
He's gonna say, Snatch, I owe you one, and I'm good for it.
I don't know. You're just trying to backstab me. Like, what can you do? Like, what can you tell me? Do you have any information about anything I should know about? I mean, I hate to leave you alive, and I know you say you owe me, but what? Give me something, man, because I'm ready to kill you.
Well, I knew about his bounty too, and I didn't do anything about that.
Krusk's bounty.
Yeah.
So what about his bounty?
Well, I mean, it's a bounty.
Where is that coming from?
Empire.
Same as the.
Actually,
I guess.
he's got one from the Empire and the Rebels. And Snatch, you got one too. I never turned you in.
Well,
Ooh, I'm gonna say, ooh, how much is he worth?
let's change subject. No, I'm gonna be like, we have to shave you.
Why? Are you gonna shave him?
Nah, I don't know. I just want to shave I don't have a razor. I have to go back to the ship to get a razor.
If Snatch pulls out a razor, then I'm gonna untie Bottle Tag and let them duke it out.
Well, this is what I want to do. I think I want to bring him as a hostage, keep him on our ship. I need you, Bottle Tag. I can't let you go right now. I can't let you go. You've already tried to backstab me. I'm gonna have to hold on to you for a little while. I might have to drop you off on another planet. I might have to kill you. I don't know. Maybe I'll kill you in the morning. We'll see.
I'm gonna shake my head. I'm just gonna shake my head and say, "So uncivilized."
It's the Wookiee's way.
All right.
It is the way.
Then let's move forward a little bit. You load him up.
We gotta loot the Trandoshans.
Yeah. What do we find on it? Do we find anything good?
Let's pull them up.
I mean, we know they had blasters, although maybe the explosion might have, damaged some of them.
Yeah. I mean, you can get 3 good blaster rifles off of them. And those are the rifles. Those are the heavy ranged weapons. They're all wearing armored clothing.
I'm gonna take, because I don't typically carry my physical shield around with me. I'm gonna take an armored clothing and put it on.
Okay.
Am I equipped with armor? I believe that I am.
Let's take a look.
Hopefully one that's not bloody, but I'll take whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you already have all armored clothing, Krusk.
Okay. Do we have? I know I have my rifle that I modified. Do they have better equipment in terms of firepower?
I don't think. Do you have a rifle? You do have a blaster rifle. You
I
have
have, yeah,
the same weapon that they do.
rifle that I took and I took the focusing crystal out of mine, or the focusing lens, and mine is a shotgun.
Shotgun.
Yeah, no, yours
Okay,
would be the same.
okay.
I would like to ask Tag, hold up his blaster. Is this, upgraded with special modifications or standard issue?
That's standard.
All right, I'm gonna give it back.
All right, we moving on.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay. All right, so you head back. I'm assuming back to the meeting point, so you can meet up with
Yeah.
Calais.
Yeah. Can I take a 2-minute break real quick?
Yeah, let's all take a break.
All right.
That'd
5
be a
minutes.
good time for it.
All right.
We'll be back
All
in
right.
5 minutes. While they are going off, and I will mute them. So, for anybody who has joined us since we started, when we actually start getting rolling again in this game, you can use the channel points to affect the rolls. The blue dice, if you click on the channel points, the blue dice is an advantage for the players, and a black dice is a disadvantage for the players. And you can use the channel points to add dice to their rolls. If you are new to the Fantasy Flight narrative dice system, which are all of these that I have all over the place, they're pretty cool. And this is what they're rolling right over there. The different colored dice do different things, and the outcome is based on the roll of each individual dice, which our dice roller calculates for us. You'll see, like on the top one, the result is in the line right below what Pete says, and it has that one little explosion. If you look right here, you see the explosion means success. And so this is what these different things mean. Success is success, failure is failure. Advantage is something that happens because of what you did that wasn't what you intended, but it's still advantageous. A threat is also something that happened because of the role you did, but it's not. It didn't go in your favor. A triumph is like an advantage, but like super great, and like it did really great, and so it's something game changing happens because of it. And a despair is the opposite. It went horribly wrong. And again, something game changing. Those are obviously rare, but this is kind of how this system works. And it's a super cool system. And this is one of the reasons I really love this game, is because of this system. It forces you to kind of think of how the dice roll affects you. So I'm gonna go get a drink right now. I appreciate y'all coming on, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes. I'm about to turn on the mic, so. All right, welcome back. We can turn off the main screen because we are heading back, I would assume, to Nar Shaddaa. Is that true?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm piloting us.
weren't we going to talk with Glazed Donut?
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah, that's where she is.
Oh,
Right?
she's at Nar Shaddaa? Okay.
Yeah. All
That's where
right.
the rusty
So,
speeder
Do
is
you,
too, right?
Do you want,
yeah.
do you want an astrogation?
Nah, that's all right.
Oh man.
If you want to roll an astrogation, that's fine. Be
Is it
one
possible?
purple.
Is it possible for there to be a despair?
No.
Then I don't want to roll it.
Okay. What are you trying to do? Lost in Space?
Hey man, season 1 was really good, but season 2 was kind of eh.
Yeah, I hear you. I felt the same way.
I did not get to season 2. Season 1 kind of sucked. Anyways.
Oh,
Of the new one?
Yeah.
really?
Wow,
I just hated
I liked.
I hated everyone on it. Everyone.
that's reasonable. That's
And
reasonable.
and that's why it's like the plot was fine, but it's just like
But you
I
kept-
want
but
all of
there
you
was-
to die.
Well, that was the great part about the show is there was always the suspense that they might all die in the next episode.
I would have been totally fine with that. I'd be like, oh,
That's
thank
why it was so
goodness.
It's like-
great.
It's basically Dragon Ball Z. Could this be the end?
Right. All right. So as you're coming in, as you're coming in, you get a message from the Rusty Speeder that
Is it still there?
Oh, they fixed it.
they were working on it when you left. Yeah, they're working on it. But Charn Sneed has asked you to come by when you're able, and you also know that Calais is going to be one to speak to as well. So where do
Charn
you go?
Sneed and Glaze.
What are we gonna do with this hostage that we took that only the captain wants?
Right.
I mean, about it.
Say what?
I said I want his
His pelt?
Yeah.
Well, we could sell him as a slave, or we could just...
Oh my gosh!
I guess I was thinking we could use him as bantha fodder.
If we do that, Captain, I don't think he'll owe us one anymore.
That's the other thing is I was thinking we could let him go with a favor, but I just want to make sure. I don't know. I feel like I might be able to get something out of him still.
Till he
So,
doesn't rat us out. Yeah.
yeah, he's the only survivor of that entire thing. So, I guess I want to secure him in one of the holds. One of the little things I use for smuggling below the walkway.
And as I watch him doing this, I'm just gonna be like, I hope my snake doesn't get loose.
Well, we might need that snake to get loose at some point as I close the thing.
All right. So where are you heading?
The Rusty Speeder, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna go there before
Let's go get
Calais?
a
yeah.
Oh, I thought she would be there.
No, she's at their little headquarters.
We
Oh,
can
so
go
we don't
to
even- Wait, so we
Marshall Walmart.
What?
Marshall Walmart, like Walmart. That's
Yeah.
right. We went there last time. No, I was gonna say. So wait, Charn Sneed is at.
Rusty Speeder.
The
He's the
Rusty
owner of the Rusty
Speeder.
Speeder.
Okay, he's the owner. Right, that's right. Okay. So let's go check with him first. See what's up.
Y'all gonna do that?
So we
before
go-
We just landed. We need a drink.
Well, actually, we want.
She'll understand.
No, we. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say maybe we should get our money first.
Yeah.
I mean,
That way we can
Just 'cause you
afford
get
our
spice.
drinks.
Say what?
I said, I mean, just because you need another dose of spice doesn't mean we can't get a drink.
Okay.
All right, where are you
Yeah.
going?
Let's go get a Rusty Speeder.
Okay.
I feel like
All
checking
right.
in the bar. That was a pretty crazy battle. So
Yeah.
none of us got really hurt, so we don't need any kind of medical attention or anything
Yeah,
like
no,
that,
y'all are
right?
fine. All right, so you come in and Charn is behind the bar, which is actually a Rusty Speeder, and he kind of smiles at you, and it says, "Did y'all see this? All of this? There was some fight outside, and people just blew the front right off the building."
Did you start a GoFundMe? I might kick you a few bucks if you did.
No, it's been taken care of, but it's frustrating. It's hard to get business rolling up again when people think it's dangerous here.
Oh, well, that's why we're here to make everybody feel comfortable.
Well, yeah, we had somebody who came looking for you.
Me?
Well, you as in the group.
Oh.
Kind of, high class type of fellows. Surprising.
Well, who you got any?
They must have been looking for the wrong people.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what I told him, but
Good job. Good job.
he
Well, what-
He said that he had a job for you.
Well, you have any details on it, or what? Would they leave any message?
Man's name is Lamb Andelin.
La Mandolin.
Lamb. No, Adeline. Adeline. Yeah, he told me.
Adeline.
Yeah, you ever heard of the Adeline group? And I said, nope. He goes, exactly. And I laughed politely, but that's just bad.
I'm gonna pull up my data pad and type in Adeline group.
Yeah, nothing comes up.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I was hoping like the only result would just be like the word exactly.
I said, Sean, in the future, when somebody comes, and I respect your establishment, I love what you do here, but look, let's both make money off of these kind of people. We don't need to just like next time to even say yes or no or give a message or anything, charge them a rate. I don't care what it is, but whenever you tell me about a mission from some strange group of people that we don't know, they especially if they're not going to give us any credentials, there needs to be a sizable amount paid up front, just a retainer fee, just to retain our interest. So I'm suggesting maybe 1,000 credits, 2,000 credits. You take 10% of it, and since you're not taking as much risk, well, you're not taking the risk. I mean, if we contact these people, then let's know they're really doing business. We're the ones that are going to get shot at. So, and we can negotiate the 10%, maybe 30%.
Here's his contact, and he gives you the information.
All right, thanks, John. Next time, charge him.
Look, it's your job to negotiate fee. I just facilitate the meeting.
I appreciate it. I'm just saying you can make some money. I can make some money. Let's make some money next time.
Speaking of which, you bring anything back from that mission that we need to, find a new home for?
Yeah, I've got a.
I slip like I'm about to slip like some money over the counter. It's like a little pouch, and Charn opens it up and it's full of Trandoshan teeth. Like here for your
troubles.
I was hoping like some goods that were sellable and not just your creepy crap that you do because y'all are weird. Come on, guys. I want something I can sell.
When he says creepy crap that y'all do because you're weird, I'm gonna look down at my toilet paper holster with the blaster in it. And, how much for this?
Well, I could do something with that. Y'all got any more of this stuff?
We did actually pillage all the blasters, right?
Yeah, we got 3 more.
Okay.
Yeah, and what about how much are Wookiee slaves going for these days? Full hair.
Y'all know I don't deal with that stuff. Hey, look, I mean, if the Empire is running low on Wookiee slaves, I'm sure they'll give you a swift kick in the butt for bringing one over. But otherwise, stay away from that stuff.
All right, just was wondering.
I'm gonna lean over and say, Charn, do you know who I am?
You're Pete.
Do you know who I am?
You are P3T3 with a soundtrack.
Okay. I was just curious.
Are you wondering about the bounty on your head or something?
Oh, yes, I was actually.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all 3 of y'all got those things.
Well, who? Do you know why? For me, I don't care about them, man.
I don't know what is the wording on it. Insubordination or something. I forget. It's
insubordination.
It's the thing the Empire puts on everything.
Inconceivable. I would never insubordinate anyone.
So, do we actually know all the reasons for all our bounties?
I mean, if you told each other, but I mean, I don't. I mean, I'm not going to give away your backstory right now if that's what you're asking me.
But is that our bounties are related to our backstories?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know why?
What was in my backstory that got the Empire after me?
I'm sitting here listening.
Well, I don't know. Look. All it says is like that the Empire wants you because you're a jerk and they're willing to give money for you, same as everybody around here.
Huh.
This is Nar Shaddaa. It's like I've got a bounty on my head. It's
No, that's true.
How much are you worth?
It's nothing. It's 5,000.
I lean in like
Oh.
5,000. That's nothing to shake a stick at.
5,000.
How about-
I know for a fact you're making more than on your latest mission.
Well,
Well, this was a very enlightening conversation for me.
yeah.
Glad I could help.
If next, I mean, you always letting us know if somebody's coming looking for us.
Always.
So, yeah. Next, if you let us know about a bounty, somebody coming after us with a bounty to try to find a bounty, then we'll definitely reward you. More, So just keep that in mind. I'm sure you know that we're good people.
Oh, I'm going to protect my friends, even though you are weird.
We've got lots more Trandoshan teeth where those came from.
All right, so what's next?
All right, so I guess we're
I
gonna.
guess we sell the blasters.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean he'll take care of that, and it will. Yeah, y'all just pass items over to him, and he'll fence them.
All right.
Is there a place where we can buy gear? Maybe under the counter.
Oh sure, yeah,
Like, is there?
We can buy
Yeah.
from Jarn some things.
yeah, absolutely. What are you looking for?
And he'll direct us to other stuff. Yeah.
Does he have any kind of? Is there any place where we can get better armor?
Sure.
Well-
Let's turn over to that section in the book here. So, I need some better armor, do we? Let's see. In your size,
And Charn starts looking through a catalog.
yeah. Let me see. Well, I'd have to make some calls, but I could probably get you some heavy battle armor. If you're just looking for, let's see, what do you got now? You got armored clothing, right?
Yeah, doesn't work much better than Stormtrooper.
I can get you some battle armor. Probably take some time though. Some good stuff. Is that the kind of thing you're looking for?
Sure. What do you want for it?
Oh well, once I finally get it, it'll run about $5,000.
Well, I mean, there'd be a discount, right?
Yeah, that's with the discount.
Okay. All right.
Pete is gonna laugh.
Look, I'll see.
Like
I'll see what
when
I
he
can.
says that's with the discount, I'm just gonna start laughing.
I'll make some calls. We'll see what we can get shipped in. I'll let you know.
I nod. Yeah.
All right.
Can you get, for droid plating? Do they have anything that's fully mirrored?
I'm gonna have to talk to my friends over at the institute.
Well, they can make custom plating.
Oh sure. All right, everything's got a price.
Yeah.
Okay, so how?
Well, let me know when you find out how much it would cost for me to get a full, carapace of mirrored plates.
You want it like reinforced? Take some blaster fire.
I'll get both prices.
Okay, can do.
Yeah. Oh boy.
What's the spice scene looking like?
The spice scene never changes. There you go. And he passes you your normal order. And
I'm just gonna
deletes
I'm
it
gonna
from your
shake my
account.
head and the spice must flow.
I'm gonna put my face in the bag and go.
Oh man, that was perfect.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
All right, now that I'm feeling a little better, let's go to Glaze. My
and I'm
favorite.
gonna before we leave,
God.
I'm gonna look at one of
I
these
don't know.
cups.
I don't
That
know why I
they all
plan to actually accomplish something in these sessions.
they all have all these cups. They have that oil line in them from the motor oil that I drink,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna grab one and kind of inspect it and say, how much would it cost for me to buy you a new set of glasses?
New set of glasses.
I
Wouldn't be
look
a
at him like he's crazy. My eyes
wouldn't
are all bloodshot.
it wouldn't be the rusty speeder without a nice thick set of, ring around the oil in there.
Oh,
Rose.
the customers like this?
Well, I don't think
I'll take one oil, please.
I don't. Yeah, he'd give it to you. I don't think people come to the Rusty Speeder to enjoy themselves or have fun or have clean glasses. It's not that kind of establishment. You know what I mean?
Really?
All right, y'all going to see Calais?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so her guards will let you in, and lead you into the table, and she's coming in from the other direction with a data pad and just 1 second, and then she finishes up and smiles at. She's like, welcome back. So 2 things before we start: when you land, you come talk to me. Secondly, please don't kidnap our smugglers on other worlds.
I'm like, what smugglers?
So when you get back to your ship, if you just let him out, we'll send him back.
Well, you had him coming after our guy.
He tried to kidnap me.
Yeah.
Well,
There's a problem when you
oh
smugglers
yes, and don't worry,
interrupt our missions.
I will talk to him about that, just like I'm talking to you about kidnapping him. Don't worry about that; it won't happen again. But he is our man in the sector, so you know,
Well, you gonna
what are
pay
you
his
gonna do?
bounty? You gonna pay us his bounty?
I think the money that you're getting from this mission is more than enough.
How much was it again?
I'm
I
gonna
It was like 20 grand, something like that.
Oh dang. Okay. And how much is our
I'm
bank?
gonna
A what?
What's our bank like?
I mean more than that now.
doubled our money. Uh, I'm gonna look at the captain, stash. Captain, if she already knows we're here, perhaps we shouldn't land in Dock 17 every time.
Look, Glaze, we love you. We know you know we're good for it, but we
And she
just when we get
smiles
back
at
from our
that and like grins and like, yay, thank you.
I'm like, we just have to, after a mission, we have to just settle. This might be our thing, might not always be our thing, but when we get back from a mission, if you really want to find us before we come meet you, you know where we're at. We only go 2 places on this planet. So no offense was intended, but yeah, so yeah, we'll let the Wookiee go.
Let the wiki
you know,
win.
you know, it's so cute that you thought that that was a discussion.
Yeah, well, I try to keep my whatever it is, my ego inflated as much as I can when I can.
That's good. That's good. So, if you give me your
I
chip
look
that
at
you
you
got,
guys like I got like give like a crazy side look at you guys like, what are you hearing this? Like I'm kind
I
of
roll my eyes and snort a little bit.
I'm gonna say I didn't hear anything.
um, she hands you a data chip or whatever they use, and say that is for our friends in the rebels. You remember him? And if you give me the one, then I can transfer you the money.
Oh, that guy that I told you about that was trying to get us to sneak on you guys.
Exactly.
So what do you want us to do?
She
By the way,
forged a
Crest and
chip
I
for
did not
you.
know about this.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
didn't. She forged a chip to you to give to him and pretend like that was the one that you took.
but we didn't give it to him yet.
You have not because she just gave it to you.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
okay, okay.
Captain, are we giving fake poop data to the rebels?
I don't know. I don't ask questions, Pete.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Calais. Madame, are we giving fake poop data to the rebels?
Yep.
Huh.
So
Did he not tell you about that? And she looks at Snatch. Says, Snatch, you got to talk to your crew.
Glaze, I got so much on my mind. Hey, how's my girl doing, by the way? Ula.
I I haven't seen her in some time.
All right. Well, are we done here?
You are. So we don't have anything lined up right now. And
That's good. I
so
was gonna ask for a vacation.
wow, wow.
I mean, you
That's
gotta
really
spend your time.
fast. That's fast, but that's good because yeah, we don't have a job right now. But we will call you as soon as we do.
And if we're off world running another job, we'll try to get back to you as soon as we can.
It depends on the severity, the importance of it. Most of the time, that's fine.
Well, I hope so. I'm looking, yeah, to to be more useful. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that front. Try to be try to be in more than one place at the same time. That's my goal.
Mm.
I'm gonna turn to Snatch. For someone who just talked about how he has to boost his ego all the time, it's interesting that you refer to yourself as useful.
Mm. I do what I can. I do what I can. Are you gonna be around here for a little bit, or wait? I was started saying something, Kresk.
Oh no, I'm just sitting in the background doing like the candy corn thing with the bag of tradition.
Like you're putting them in your lips.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so we basically have to find this guy and give him this bunk chip, and that's kind of our little tiny mission. What are we gonna get for that?
He said
Just some street cred?
he said he was paying you for the chip, right?
Oh, that's right. We'll make money from him, but we're
Right.
backstabbing him. So do we
Yeah.
get something out of that?
Can we just kill him?
Money.
Yeah. Um. All right. Well, let me talk it over with my crew. I will decide. I mean, if we can kill him, we might. But that might not help you with the chip.
Yeah, no. I mean, we don't have an interest in it one way or another. Now, if you gave him information about us, that would be different. But what the rebels do, as long as they stay out of our business, we're fine with them.
I'm gonna say, just right in the middle of this conversation. Do you know why the Imperials are after me?
No. Same thing they say about everybody.
Uh,
It's never the real reason that they put on the bounties.
okay. I thought maybe you would have, extra information from all your magical information sources.
No, no, we try to any information we try to take from the Empire, we try to make it count. And what everybody's
Understandable.
bounty is around here, there's just too many of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I even have a small bounty on my head. I mean, it's really small. It's like
How much is it?
6,000.
Like always interested in people's bounties. I'm not a bounty hunter, but that's interesting.
I'm gonna elbow Snatch. She's only worth 3 of me.
Well, maybe we should. We gotta leave. We gotta go follow up on. But if we'll be in touch, or let us know if you find anything else.
All right, good hunting.
All right. So we head. Are we good to head out of there?
Yeah, yeah.
So as we head out, I want to have a conversation with the crew. Like I want to talk to Pete and Krusk, and I want to say, you know, so we're out of earshot. You know, we're walking back to our ship. You know, where we
So
live.
you think?
I can
So
still
I
hear
think-
you.
Oh,
No,
never
okay,
mind.
yeah, she can't hear you.
So we get back to the ship. We let out, old Wookiee man in the cabinet, and we say, be good, and let him go. I give him a little bag of spice. And and
And I'm gonna
so
say, remember, I gave you your blaster.
I'm gonna say, remember we saved your life, and then just let him go. So I guess I was thinking, guys. I'm getting the feeling that we're being a little bit like maybe we're good at what we do, and as a businessman and as a captain of the ship, I'm thinking we should save this money. We're a crew. We're all this in a joint venture. I think we should buy another ship. I think we should have multiple ships running because I don't want us to not be able to, as much as I feel like I'm being controlled, I don't want that to stop our income and our availability to do multiple missions. And I think we can maybe do better with multiple ships. So I'm saying we start saving for another ship. And
So suppose we buy a second ship.
Mhm.
How is a second ship magically going to do missions all by itself?
No,
we
we'll
pay
split.
for a crew.
We'll pay for the crew. Yeah, we'll split the crew. So maybe Krust can captain the next ship. You can be my first mate, Pete, and or you can go with Krust, depending on flip a coin. I don't care. We might need some NPCs, to.
Are you saying that you don't want to work together anymore?
I'm saying no. I want to work together as an enterprise. I think we can expand our business. I am sensing that we're successful.
You cannot buy the Enterprise.
No,
Wrong
I'm not
universe.
looking to buy a Galaxy class starship. I'm looking to buy another trash freighter, um, outfitted with some. But anyway, I'm just kind
We
of.
call it the Godfather.
I'm looking at, yeah. What are y'all's thoughts on that? I mean, Krusk. I mean, do you think?
I think we
You-
could stick together and just pay a different captain. Like we could pay a different crew. The ship would belong to us, and they could run missions on it, and we could make income on the side.
So basically, lease a ship like a trucking agency.
Yeah.
Snatch
I just don't-
trucking.
So are you proposing that we become a rental car company?
A pirate of pirate sorts. Yeah.
Are you aware of the local rental car company union?
On Narshada, I don't know if it exists. I mean, maybe when you get into the inner planets. But I think on the outside we should be okay.
I want to roll a
The-
knowledge outer rim.
The evil empire is heavily Union. Don't
Yeah.
read into that politically. I'm just saying that's fact.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And we're operating pretty much on the outskirts right now.
I want to use a knowledge outer rim to see if there is a
Oh my gosh.
union.
This is,
On-
I have
on
the
Narshada.
entire next adventure like ready. Like there's a map. There's a map. There are characters that I
Yeah,
have
but-
designed that are printed out. They're ready to go.
But the captain
Let's-
wants to start a rental car business.
I'm just suggesting to the guys. I'm just suggesting to y'all, like renting a ship, or I'm saying we need to add another ship to our arsenal. I think having one ship, because you know what, even if we rent it out for a time, of course I'm always suspect that somebody's going to steal it from us. Like you put some people on a ship, they're just going to never
I
come
think
back.
that is what would happen.
I think so too.
The
So,
Dangerous
but,
Rig gets to explode if they do that.
but then we lose our investment.
That's why we take on a
Oh, that's a good point. But insurance is probably really expensive in this part of the galaxy. Because we're probably not the first people to think of that. I'm just saying we need a backup ship. Something that we can run if we, like, for instance, if we need to do a mission, we need two ships and we want to come at it from two different angles.
That's fair. How much does the cheap ship cost?
That's what I'm kind of wondering about.
Do we have any idea what like a low
Well, I think we might be able to.
tier high mile Carillion, garbage hauler?
All right. What are we looking at?
Why don't we just buy an old A-wing and put it in the holding bay of our ship? If you
Yeah.
want more firepower.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Having a
that's
fighter escort.
Yeah, there are any like retired. You can buy like retired police cars. Can we buy like retired, Imperial or Rebel craft?
sure.
Probably. I mean, we're on the outer
I
rim.
mean,
We're on
black
the outer
market.
rim.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right, where are our?
Yeah. Something that's got a couple 100,000 light years on it.
Let me see here. Well, we're
Well,
trying to look for an A wing. Did you say? I don't know that I have that one in the book.
Well, any type of wing, a fighter wing to accompany our ship.
I mean, the B wings are the coolest, obviously.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Hmm.
I love the B wing.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
Davith had a B wing.
these are actually pretty reasonable.
Yep.
Like what are we looking at?
Wait. What's that one? Y wing is 80.
80,000?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's not bad.
What is the Z95AF4 Headhunter? It looks like a X-wing.
Oh, the headhunter.
That's a
Yeah.
garbage ship. We don't want that.
It's a fixed wing.
Oh, I see.
And by garbage ship, I mean the card is really low value in the card game.
What's a cloak shaped fighter? That looks pretty
What?
cool.
I've never heard of this.
This is really cheap actually. It's we could probably get it for 38,000. It's not ridiculously rare either.
I guess the thing is about buying. Okay, look, we can do this. Maybe I just wanted to plant this seed in y'all's mind about having another additional ship. I say we go talk before we end. I say we go talk to because we obviously don't have the money for even the cheapest ship right at the minute.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
point of this was supposed to be the start of the new adventure.
So let's
Which we
go
have not
talk to
started.
the other person that we're
Yeah.
supposed to talk to.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to contact
go.
them and set up a meet point. Y'all want to do it at the Rusty Speeder?
Yeah, we'll go to the rest of Peter.
Sure.
All right, so
Yeah.
as you get there a little bit early, you actually, predictably, none of you are surprised to see Cassian Andor in the corner.
Oh, we give him the
Hi,
chip
Hunter.
thing.
When you hand it to him, you're like, "Oh, you decided to help our cause after all."
And I look down at him. I stoop down and I put my hand on his shoulder and say, "The rebels will live forever."
Oh, okay, whatever. Here you go, and he transfers you 2,000, which I think was the amount.
Yeah.
And says, "Could I call on you again?"
Anytime.
Good. All right. And he will head on out.
All right.
So we have a threat of black dice if you don't move things along.
I was gonna.
I'm not gonna say from whom.
Do you want to track his ship?
Yeah. Do it.
Oh gosh, I love how we just got a threat of black dice for not moving things along, and immediately let's go do something else.
All right. Well, we're gonna follow. I'm gonna put Cassian back up on the screen because apparently we're gonna follow Cassian around. So,
Just no snatch. No, we're splitting the party. We can split the party. I could talk to whoever we're supposed to talk to.
all right.
is,
So
uh,
who's following him?
Not me.
I'll just go. I'll just go to. I'm gonna let them do their thing. I'm gonna go to our ship and I'm gonna try to put some kind of signal, like tracking signal, on Cassian Andor's ship, just so that we know which ship it is.
Okay, so you're gonna follow him because he might not be in the same hangar.
No, I don't want to follow him. I just want to see what ship he came in here on. No big deal. I'll let the other guys do their thing. I'm just gonna go. I want to see what ship he's taking off on.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like, I mean, there's a lot of ships coming in and out of of Nar Shaddaa. If you don't know which one it is beforehand, you're not going to know which one it is.
No, I'll just walk, a distance behind, like a long
Okay.
distance behind him, and
So
just sort of see
you're
what
gonna
shit we get.
follow him.
Sure.
All right. Roll stealth,
All right.
and I'll roll the purples because I don't want you to know the answer.
I don't think that I'm sneaking, but I mean, I'll roll the stealth, but I think more of like a. All right, I got 2 successes, 1 advantage. I was thinking more of just like a, through the crowded streets, just like walking behind him, see where he's going.
Okay. Well, I mean, I had you roll
I'm
the
not
stealth because I'm
sneaking. I'm not.
assuming.
Yeah.
Um, so
I'm not dodging from doorway to doorway.
So he starts slowing down. Are you slowing down too?
The moment that he knows that that he's suspicious, I'm just gonna break it off.
Okay. As you turn the other way, he kind of turns around and waves at you.
A nod. A nod.
All right. So back at the Rusty Speeder. You see a rather large Shagrian.
Hey, it's Masameda.
Yes, same race, different person. There's only limited images we could find. But very well dressed. I have no idea what these people sound like, so we're just gonna use a normal voice. And say he comes up to you and he's like, "Oh, good, you are here. I assume that you have heard of me."
Can I roll?
Sure.
Is this gonna be Underworld?
It's gonna be Core Worlds.
Core Worlds?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be against 5 purple.
All dice have canceled out.
Oh,
I have
wow.
not heard of him.
He goes, exactly.
I love this guy.
I love that joke.
Oh man, I wish the answer had been yes. Now that's what he said. I so wish I had heard of him. Because I would like literally I was going to just like nod at him and say La Madeline.
he he says,
so close, man, so close.
I know that was a really impressive roll.
So he's saying that this is an obnoxious dude.
Can I? It's too late. Never mind.
I'm like, I want to say, like, how did you hear about us?
Oh, we're in the same business, you and I. I am in the business in a different place. I actually don't ever come out this far. I'm, from the core worlds. But what you do here, I do there. And so,
I start laughing.
yes.
I'm gonna say, what business am I in?
You know, whatever needs to be done. That you
Interesting.
can't get done under normal circumstances. In official channels, let's say.
So if you do the same thing we do, why do you want to talk to us?
Oh, I don't want to step on anybody's toes. It just so happens that a piece of my property has been smuggled from where I was out here. I don't want to come in your territory and try to elbow in on anybody's business. I'm very much content with my own area, and so I thought, well, maybe I can throw a few credits to the local experts out here and get my property back, help out my my comrades in arms, and everybody will be happy.
What's your property?
How did you find us?
Oh, I know.
Or are
You.
we just did you pick us specifically, or are we just some group?
Oh no, no. I figure if you can steal a dreadnought, you can steal what I have.
What do
Interesting.
you have?
It's not nearly as big as a dreadnought, I'll tell you that. It is. It's in a box, and no doubt they kept it in a box. It is a very large box, but certainly nothing that you would have trouble with. Uh,
What it,
about 10 feet long, 4 feet wide, 4 feet tall. So,
Is it alive?
no.
Oh,
what is it?
Well, come now.
it's a. I'm gonna look at the captain and say it's a box.
It's a box. I would very, very seriously doubt that it has been opened. If it has been opened, then you will know it when you see it. Otherwise, that is what's in it is my property, and I should like it back very much. Um, the people who took it have absconded with it to Tatooine.
I'm
And
gonna I'm gonna look at Snatch and tell him absconded means they took it away.
I'm gonna be like, no, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Like, no,
Lamb.
it doesn't.
Lamb heartily laughs at that. It's like, oh, I like y'all very much. So
Lamb,
I'm
I don't like you.
what?
I don't like you.
Ah, oh, you're a kidder.
I'm not smiling.
I'm gonna be laughing too.
I'm just gonna say, but I'd like money.
Actually, not
So
only
how much?
am I laughing, I'm playing a laugh track.
I'm gonna say,
By the
they'll
way,
cut the-
Krusk is
You know.
probably coming back about now.
yeah.
Okay.
Are you coming back, Krusk? Or
Yeah, I walk back in. What up? But I want to like just a patron and just sort of scope the room and see if there's anybody paying particular conversation. Right
okay.
Yeah. Perception against 2.
now. Okay. Just a moment. Perception against 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be 1 success, 1 advantage.
That's not a success.
1 success, 1 advantage. Oh no, sorry.
That's a
One
failure.
failure. 1 failure, 1 advantage.
All right, so you don't notice anything, but do you have an idea for an advantage?
Just the demeanor of the person that they're talking to. Like if I could read him a little bit,
Yeah, sure.
see if he's being.
Yeah, he seems on the up and up. He's louder than you expected.
Mm.
For well, you don't know what he does. You weren't here for the conversation, but for
No.
somebody who's hiring, hitmen and smugglers, he seems very loud.
Teeth collectors.
Teeth collectors, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, he doesn't seem weird or anything. He's not reaching for his blast or anything like that you notice.
So, so I have some questions for him. So I am kind of trying to, we're joking around a little bit, but I'm also like I kind of changed my demeanor from like to being like, okay, for real, tell me what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
how much money are you gonna pay me? What is the threat level? I want to talk business. If you want to talk business with me, let's talk business.
Okay.
And I kind of say that like I'm like, all right, we're laughing, ha ha ha. Talk business. What's up? Because I don't have I want to go do some spice, and I've just got back from a mission. I'm tired. What's up?
Ooh,
So I don't need. Is this even worth my time?
Oh, of course
So
it's not.
give me a number. What's the number?
The number is
what's your number?
5,000. It's a one-day mission.
One day.
You're going to be in and out. The threat level. The threat level is that there are at least 5 people in on the conspiracy. I do not believe it to be more than 7 or 8. If the Empire has gotten word of this, and I don't believe they have, then they will be interested. If the Hutts have gotten word of it, and I do believe they have, they will be interested. That being said, I do think that you have a little bit of a head start. And so if you can neutralize the threat and get the property back, then I will be on my way before anybody else knows about it. The other complication is we know they went to Tatooine, but Tatooine is a big world. We're not sure exactly where. They landed in Mos Eisley, and there's only so far you can go from there without drawing attention, and so it'd be a good place to start. But beyond that, I'm not sure.
What's in the box?
He's
My
not going to say.
property.
Well, your
Will you be
property.
upset if we open the box?
Oh, very much.
But how will you know we won't and take it if it's worth more than 5,000 credits?
Um, you have a reputation,
We
and a good
do.
one at that, and a good one at that.
And how do you know about a reputation?
Well, Captain, you knew about
How
our
many?
dreadnought.
Yeah, how many people know about that?
I didn't think I told anybody about it, so it's kind of creeping me out that you know about it.
I
If I
interject because I like whisper into Snatcher's the table. I whisper Murtax knew about the dreadnought.
Mm. So you know Murtax? I say that.
I know of him. I've never met him myself. He works pretty exclusively for the Huts. I would actually love to hire him myself. I think it would be amazing.
Why don't you go hire him?
I'm gonna.
I'm not
Well,
gonna look.
I'm
I'm
not
not
gonna
gonna
say
elbow
anything
in on the
after that.
Huts. That's bad for business all the way around. We don't need a war amongst ourselves. There's plenty of galaxy for all
But
of
aren't
us.
we taking something that the Huts are after? Isn't that elbowing in on the Huts?
No, it's mine. Look, I mean, look, the Huts don't necessarily have the same philosophy as
The,
me. I would not take something that I knew was the Huts. The Huts, they
maybe
don't
we
they don't
need.
share that.
So listen, I don't know you from Adam's house cat, and I want to trust you. I always like to trust people, but
Who's Adam?
he's this guy that lives on this planet Terra, Earth, thousands of light years away, millions of light years, as a matter of fact. But no, my point is,
Very far in the future as well.
yeah, a long time ago. I mean, a long
No,
front
a
ago.
long time from now.
My point is, are you going to prove to us this is your property? How do we know you're not just hiring us to steal something from the Huts? In which case, it would be a lot more than 5,000 credits for us to do for you. So I want to believe you, but you need to give me something more before I'm going to take a measly. If there is, I'd like to think our reputation is partly because we have some kind of business ethic, and if the business ethic is going to remain solid, then you need to make some kind of proof that this is your property and that I'm not stealing from the Huts. Otherwise, I would not do that because I would get more money from the Huts to get you.
That somewhat made sense, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed. All right. I would be happy to provide for you the security footage from when they stole it from my facility, and you will see that it's very, very clearly not anything the Huts have.
I think the problem is, and we're coming to a head here on this, is you have to. I'm not asking you to give me all the details of what's in the box, but how is this property yours, and how did you come by it, and why is it yours, and why are? Yeah, I'm just not. I mean, in terms of recovery, 5,000 is a lot, but if you're talking about the Huts, talking about the possibility outside is of the Empire getting involved, that's it seems like we've already ran into Murtax. I'm just saying, like the Huts, we know he works for the Huts, so I don't want to run into Murtax over 5,000 credits.
Okay.
15, I'm talking maybe 20.
All right. So I'm not going to tell you what is in the box. So
Then you
a
might need to
little
raise
bit.
your price.
Okay. A little bit of a negotiation. Just tip for you is don't say 15 and then go up to 20. Say 20 and see if I will go up to 15. But now we're starting at 15 and you just said 20 for no apparent reason.
Well, will you do 15? Because maybe I'm all gonna go up to 20 if you say something counter to 15. Because maybe I don't have time to listen to your baloney stories about what's this magic box. I've got other missions I can run. I've got a crew who needs spice. I need another drink, and you're kind of getting on my nerves.
First of all, your crew is a droid that doesn't use spice, a Trandoshan that doesn't use spice, and
So
it's
now you're an
just
expert on my crew.
that
I'm
these people
gonna
show
wait.
up.
I'm gonna reach over and like grab some of Snatch's spice and just like rub it on my face and
And I'm gonna
make snorting noises.
and I'm gonna look back and forth between the guy and like see.
All right. Well, so
He doesn't react to that at all.
no, he giggles. He's like, "Good one," and he says, "Look,
Oh, thank you.
um, I can give you 10, and I don't mind negotiating. But if you do cheap parlor tricks with negotiation, then your reputation is not as it should be."
You
I would
came to
like
me.
to point out, sir, we are literally in a cheap parlor.
That's true. And Charn kind of gives a thumbs up from the bar. So what do you say? 10.
Well, I don't know. Can you give me why would you just double the price of what you offered?
We're negotiating.
That makes we're negotiating, but you went up twice.
Well,
So you think this
you went
you
up
think
in
this
the
is
same
actually double
sentence.
of what you were expecting? I feel like you're hiding something.
Can I do like a skullduggery or a streetwise check to see if the job is more dangerous than he's letting on?
With Streetwise, you'd have to kind of like ask around,
Hmm.
Okay.
to figure out like, I mean, because this is not something you've heard of.
No,
Like,
that's
if
true. That's true.
So he said he was okay. I said before I agree on this price, I 10. We're getting somewhere. You've just doubled your price for us. I'm starting to take you more seriously. If you're willing to pay
Oh,
10,
Good.
I'm taking you more seriously. But that begs some more questions now. Now I'm not going to get up and go get
See?
my drink and leave you.
See, you'll do
But
some business so weird out here. More money means less questions where I'm from.
I'm afraid you haven't spent enough time in the outer worlds. You said yourself you're from the inner planets and things that I know they operate differently. Maybe they're more formal. Out here, our lives mean something to us, and I will be risking my life and my crew's life. I'm not saying no to your price.
Hmm.
I'm saying it's now we've reached the level where we can negotiate. So 10,000 is the beginning of our
Exciting.
negotiation. Yes, I'm glad you're excited. So tell me,
Mhm.
what is the group you represent that you were so mysterious about? That nobody's ever heard of you. How come nobody's ever heard?
Because we're good at what we do.
What do you do?
The same thing you do.
I want to pull out my data
Bunch of
pad
spice.
and since he gave us his name, I would like to try a knowledge core worlds again with this extra information.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you already had his name, but
Oh, okay, never mind
you're
then.
not going to find anything else.
Stolen
Yeah.
I mean, we can't look up like okay, I guess he might not have reported it.
Yeah, he would not have reported it.
I say I look over to the bartender, what's his name again?
Charn.
Charn Sneed. And I motion over like and I point at his drink and like signal him to like buy him another drink. Um and then I look at one of the bartender girls walking around and basically set up like come buy him a drink and I'll say let me talk with my crew and negotiate this what the information we have. I'll be back. So I get up from the table, take Pete and Krusk with me, and we go to another table that we have where we do this kind of thing because we're badasses. And and I'm like, what do y'all think? Like, y'all want to go with this 10,000 to rescue a mystery box and possibly run into with the Huts and the Empire? Y'all want to take a break? Want to take a vacation? What are we looking at?
I
Go ahead.
I say 10,000 is good for the hunt. I'm just thinking it's more dangerous than he's letting on.
I think so too.
And then I look over at Pete.
We can take the mission, but we don't have to complete it.
Mm.
That's a good point too. But also, we don't want to make
If
a
he's
bunch.
not giving us, if he's not giving us all the information, then if it turns out to be more dangerous than 10,000 credits worth of danger,
We just bail.
we just keep the box.
But part of me thinks that, yeah, he's definitely hiding something. The box is definitely worth more than 10,000 credits. Obviously,
Well, obviously.
why would he pay 10,000 if he can replace it? Unless it's like sentimental, like a photo wagon.
Then, he might. Some of the value might not only be in him having it, but in others not having it.
Mm. Um, we could ask for no. We could ask for a higher price up front if and some on completion if we want to go ahead and try to be honest with him, or we can ask for nothing up front and we could stick with the 10,000 for completion, or knock it up to 13 or
What
something.
if he's from the inner what is it, core worlds?
Hmm?
What if we ask for his price and um, if he can, maybe have some influence and remove our imperial bounties?
Mm.
Mm,
I'd not.
I like that. I like that. So maybe we'll say 10,000. We agree if can you prove can you prove that you have the power to help our bounties be
Make
reduced
us
or
less wanted.
eliminated.
Yeah.
I guess less wanted.
Eliminate our bounty without turning us in to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Let's do that. Because I guess I was thinking, guys, and I think more openly when I've been on a lot of spice, but we do want to keep our reputation, and I feel like we're finally starting to get out there. I don't want to be under the thumb of Glaze for the rest of our life, or under Fear and Sand. Like, I mean, I know we kind of tied to them a little bit. They're giving us our best missions, but I do have dreams of a bigger playing field,
We
more
could move
ships.
to the core worlds.
We could move to the core worlds.
Oh yeah,
I'm
y'all,
gonna
y'all
like
would be
hold my
great
fist
there.
up, oh yeah.
We just need. I think we need to have a reputation. So I don't necessarily want to look in the box because that will. It's kind of those
We
things.
don't have to look in the box. We can ask the people we're killing while we take the box what they saw inside of it.
There you go.
Yes. I smile and sort of click my claws together.
Click, 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 click. That reminds me of that Star Trek episode. Where there's all like clicking and Riker's in a dream and like they take his arm off and put it back on. Um,
Interesting.
all right, all right, all right. I think we're good.
Most excellent.
We go back and sit at the table. Is he still there? I hope.
Yeah.
I don't guess they care, but I hope he is kind of. All right, I say what we've said. Kind of, I say, hey, um, we will do it for 10,000 under a certain condition. We have prices on our heads.
Oh
You
yes.
said you mentioned you're from the inner worlds. So, what can you do to help us? Can
Be
you
more invisible.
be more invisible? We'd like,
Hmm.
especially.
Ah.
If,
Well then. That's interesting. I think the easiest thing that could be done there is to essentially change your identity. That could be done. It's an involved process though.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, and for meta purposes, I would like to point out before I say this that I'm a droid. I'm gonna say, does that hurt?
um Oh no, I have this tiny little creature that will connect a bunch of wires to your head, and your eyes will go red. But we'll back up your
Aren't my
memories.
eyes all?
Uh,
Hmm.
no, it wouldn't hurt, but it does take some doing. Um, I tell you what, I could create. new identities for each of you. Ones without prices on their heads, as payment in full.
So let me ask you this: how many Wookiees in the galaxy are furless?
I know of 4. Wait, no, one's dead.
So
3.
So, but you could still change a fully grown adult's hairless Wookiee's identity, and
Look,
the Empire wouldn't notice.
The Empire doesn't go on descriptions. They go on IDs. They
But the
go
the
on
bounty
skin.
hunters, the bounty hunters would go on descriptions.
If they could make money off of that, but when they turn in somebody and they don't fit the scan, then there's no money.
Well, that's the
Hmm.
most important thing.
If
Yeah.
there's no money, there's no bounty hunter.
What would my new name be?
What do you want it to be?
Lamb Adelan.
What?
Lamb Adelan.
Hmm.
Or Lam, I don't know, whatever his name is.
It's a distinct name for a droid. I like it.
How many people are named that?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
None that I know of.
I and I'm gonna say I
fake
don't know of
name.
any. I don't know of any either.
Their price just went up 5,000. Fake
Oh.
name, giving us a fake name.
No, he's saying he hasn't heard of himself because nobody's heard of him. That's regardless of whether his name is real or not.
Your droid
Is your
friend,
name real?
Your droid friend has a better sense of humor than you do.
Well, I'm getting weary of our conversation.
Okay, then cards on the table. Then what do you want?
15, all in advance.
15 all in advance.
Isn't that from
I'm gonna-
Star Wars?
I'm gonna say, no, you fool! The bounties.
Oh, I get the feeling you can't help us with our bounties too much.
All right.
You
Well,
can give
then
us new identities, but we can do that ourselves.
I
Listen.
can give you 12. I can do 5 up front. If you want to go any further than that, you can do a negotiation roll.
Can I do knowledge underworld to see how much it would cost to change my identity?
Sure.
Or perhaps simply to know how difficult that would be?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's do 2 purple. Oh, dang.
Very successful.
Okay. So your advantage is you actually know a person who can do this. But it would be 7,500
Each, right?
each. Yeah.
I think, Captain, we should take the name changes. La Madeline,
Yes.
these new identities, they would be, not just in Core World. They would be fully functional galaxy-wide.
Oh, yes.
Well, we should do that up
I-
front. If you do the name changes up front, we'll take the mission for 10.
I don't believe that we really had time for all of that. The longer you wait, the more time the Hutts have. Now, we can do is get working on it while you're gone.
Captain, and I'll say this out loud right in front of La Madeline.
Okay.
If we come back and our names still exist, we can just keep his box.
I'm like, oh yeah, good point. Okay, 10,000 plus name changes.
Oh, no, just the name changes.
I'm gonna
I'm
roll
just gonna
negotiation.
I'm just gonna mumble to myself. Times like this, I wish I was the captain.
Well, I'm like, how about you negotiate on that one, droid?
No, this is a great deal. Because I know the value of a name change.
And I don't necessarily.
And it's like 22,000 for all 3 of us or whatever.
Yeah. All right. So do a negotiation roll against
But
4 purple.
So mine
I'm
is you, Pete or
okay.
me.
Whoever's doing it.
I'm not negotiating. I would just take the 3 ID changes.
But see, I don't know the value.
I'm just gonna, Captain, it's a really good deal.
I'm like out of the corner of my mouth, like how good.
And I'm gonna be like, really?
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. I trust my droid.
And to emphasize how really it is, I'm gonna be like, "Roar," in Wookiee. And
I was hoping we'd get a
I
roll
almost
so
never
we
speak Wookiee.
have some added black dye in there.
No, I don't want to negotiate with this guy. I like the deal at 7,500 times 3 to get 3 ID changes.
But doing the whole mission for just ID changes is like we haven't really been
But
running
it's
into
not.
problems. We haven't been running into problems with our IDs as it is.
We haven't.
We're operating on
We
the, but
literally
maybe that'll.
we started today with a battle for our IDs.
We say what?
We started today in a battle based on our IDs.
Yeah, but those people all knew who we were anyway. That's the problem.
Yeah. They did all. That might keep happening though,
A lot of people know who we are.
Yeah.
because basically they're
You know,
NPCs. So we'll be no-name people from now on. But I almost feel like if we do that, we'll have to. Okay, I'm gonna say because I don't know the value of
You should
this.
take the 12,000 and go.
Yeah, I'm thinking we do the 12,000 and go.
I'm fine either way.
All right, Captain, is that your call? And we'll move on with our lives.
Yeah, because I don't know the value. Pete wasn't able to tell me. I mean, and I understand like he knows, but like I don't. So I'm gonna go with the 12,000.
All right. Well, very good. Here are all the details on what you're looking for and who we know is with them.
I'm gonna when the captain doesn't take my advice, I'm gonna get up and walk away from the table.
And I'm gonna be like,
I'm gonna go up to the counter. 2 oils, please, and walk back over, like one in each hand, and drink one, and then out of my dexterity hand, dump it on Snatch's bald head.
As he does that, Lamb is going to look at Krusk and go, "Is that why there's this little ring inside the cups?"
I'm gonna massage the oil into Snatch.
yeah, I'm gonna hold my arm out for Crust to like just rub it in. Like rolling my head like around, like
So, so
and-
Lamb kind of shrugs and goes, "I'll never understand these Outer Rim traditions, but okay." And then he dumps his glass on Snatch's head and like, "We have a deal."
Oh, every time we interact with this person, we're gonna have to dump something on Snatch's head now.
I'm like, all right, I guess we're in on this one.
All right. Well, with that,
Man.
I'm glad I did prep for next adventure.
Yeah.
So we will pick it up from there next time. And Jen, you've gained a lot of techno coins by this time, and so you'll be able to just dump them out on them next stream.
Hey, we have techno coins too.
That's true.
Yeah.
For every black one she buys, I'll buy 2 blues.
Wow. Oh, I might have to make a rule on that. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I think
We
it
might-
would be best.
We might have to be limited because I have 1.3 thousand.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I think the other streamer I watch, the players are not allowed to do anything meta, like stream wise, to influence their own game. No fourth wall breaking from the players, only from chat.
But what I do with all my
I think it's a
coins?
good rule. You'll have to watch his other RPG games that he streams.
Uh, I'll have to buy emotes.
Yeah, yeah. Make his emote upside down and backwards.
Yeah.
Is that one of the options? Modify emote.
Yep. So you can turn
Yeah.
my head around.
Yeah. Yeah. You put techno27 Kai underscore HF.
I don't even know how to do emotes.
Wow. So I think this deal we had with Masameda, y'all should have accepted the ID changes.
I know you do, and I think I would have if I had known the value of them. But I believe that you believed it, but it was hard when there's like, because in the back of my mind, I'm like, we need to be saving money. We need to make up a bunch of money.
You
And
want to buy a space?
I mean, 21,000 is a heck of a lot.
22.5.
22.5.
And he probably knows that that's what it would cost us out here. I don't know what it would cost us to do that in the core worlds.
But I was thinking about like what
So like,
Charn
it would
Sneed
probably
Charn
cost
Sneed
him.
is like everybody has a thing on their name.
We
But I
could be
guess
special.
You
and
could
that
be
we
like,
were invisible.
you're the only one on the planet without a record.
That's right. That's not suspicious at all.
Yeah.
That would be suspicious, though.
Yeah, but then when everyone's like, "Hey, that's super suspicious," I'm gonna see if I can like take you and make you tell me who you are. We'll be like, "Well, have you heard of P4T4?" No.
Death. I think we'd kill a lot more people if we had the uh, secret identities because we'd be killing everybody that came into contact with us so that we could keep our secret identity. And then
Or
also, like,
no, they would
how
just
are
be
you
like,
gonna
"How did you
But
do
how are
it?"
you gonna keep it from like Char and Sneed? Like our bar, are we gonna have to go to a different bar? Are we gonna have to stop working with Glaze? And like, what happens when they want to tell people who
I
we
don't,
are?
I don't think our fake ID would fool Glazed Donut,
No, I don't think so. We're not gonna be like come
and
in with like a
and so we
mustache
could
on.
still be working with these people. What the new
As
ID
we'd be able to work independently. I starting to
instead
see.
of Snatch, you would be Captain Snitch. You know,
I'm starting to see that like this could have been the avenue for like a new world, a new life.
we
But I
could
don't.
be. We could have. You see, you just sold your ticket to be the rental car company. The perfectly clean. You could have been like, "Clean cars" is what you could have
Well,
called your new store. And
here's the
people were
thing.
like, "Whoa, these people don't have
We
a record.
look.
I'm gonna rent from them."
We still could buy it. We still could do it. But the difference is we could do it on our own
The
schedule.
difference is
So we could,
9,200 credits.
I know that's one mission. So instead, we could do us one at a time.
Ay,
And start.
ay, ay.
We could start building a. Instead of putting all of our money up front for like, oh, we're gonna pay for this one thing all up front. We could be doing it in pieces. So like, oh, I don't have 20,000 credits up front. I also don't want to lose, all this money that I could potentially make on this one deal because like I guess as we make more money and as we have more of an expansion, we could start buying our own secret identities and then running separate businesses, but on our own schedule. I don't like to be forced into like
I would like to interrupt the captain. I'll be in the ship redecorating.
I could just see like this droid walking with as much as a droid can walk with a clenched butt. Like this droid is like walking with like a clenched butt all the way back to the ship. I'm like, that's fine. I can't make everybody happy. It's like got a free oil bath.
Should take care of help you rash a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I've got like that's why I didn't really say anything. It's like my dry skin is an issue. Thanks for
All right.
lubricating me.
Well, I'm going to stop the stream here.
All
I
right.
do appreciate everybody joining us. And
I'm gonna roll black dice. Just kidding.
And we will keep this adventure going next time.
Sweet.
Whoa, who drew the